Hey, how you doing? This is Sean. This is with the 29SS. I'm going to show you how to hook it up. Make sure you do everything properly in the right direction. So if you come over here, once you have your hitch on, I'll make sure you, I help you out with setting the hitch on. You come over here, you take the lock off on this key. It'll be on this key. It'll be this key for this lock. Take that off, and then you pry it up and pull it back. And that releases it so the ball can drop on it, and then you'll lock it in once the hitch is on the ball. So we'll go ahead and hook that up. All right, so once you get it lined up, what you can do is you're going to take this cover off. This is for your electronic jack. So you have two switches here. This one's for the light that's right in the front. So if you're hooking up at night or not, you turn that on and off. Just make sure it's off when you're not using it. And then this is your up and down. So up button actually brings the jack down. So once your ball is under, you'll just bring it down. Once it's on it, you start letting this thing release it, let it go forward, and then it'll go down. As soon as that goes down all the way, then the ball is locked in place. Go ahead and throw your lock back on there. Okay, so now that we got our lock on, what we're going to do is we're going to put our distribution bars on. I'm going to come over to that side to show you. They both sides go on the same way. So if you look at the label, there's four sides to it, right? The one that has no label on it goes towards the bottom. So you take this point and it goes in there, and then you lift this up, and then that goes up into that, push that down and it locks in, and then you just take it and you slide it over here. Now if for some reason like it won't get on it, all you do is lift it back up. You just lift it up until it goes back on. And once that's on, you take your locking pins, put your locking pin in there, then your cotter pin goes underneath it. And then you do the same thing on the other side. So same thing on the other side. The side that does not have the label goes down, locks in, lift this thing up, make sure that thing's locked down, and the bar sets over here. Put your locking pin in there, and your hitch system is set up. So now we'll do our chains. This little wire is your safety brake release. So if for whatever reason it comes off the hitch, this will tighten up and lock the wheels on the handle. So go from the underneath like so. Same with this other side. And then take your 7-pin. Go ahead and lock it in, and then make sure it's secured like so. Long distance, you don't really need to do it, but if you're traveling many miles, 100 miles or so, make sure you lock that just because wind can kind of catch us and pull it open. Make sure your stairs are up, door secure. Just make sure all your latches are secure, make sure your tires look good. You have to pull your shocks on both sides. And put these ladders up, open the door fully, because if not, you're going to catch it, kind of like I did. Those up, push the lever, lock it in, make sure they're secure. Lift it up, and that door's secure. Continue your walk around, make sure the back gate handles are down and in the lock position. So this is the lock position, this is the unlock position, so make sure they're just down and secure. Okay, continuing on. Make sure your fuel door is closed and locked. That's up and closed. The slide is all the way in. There'll be about a 1-inch gap, as you can see here. You know the slide's in all the way because it's holding against the rubber bushing. Then you pull your shocks out on this side. That's secure. Make sure you got covers on your septics. Generator is secure, which it is. And then the last thing you got to do is after you lift your thing up all the way until it basically stops. You'll hear like a little whining sound. Keep going, you can hear a little bit of whine. Basically, it's going to stop. There it is. All right, so that's up all the way. Just throw this in the trunk, along with the chocks. Make sure that's unsecured. Everything's unsecured. And also don't forget to put the jack cover back on. Let's go down there, drawstring, and it's kind of tucked back. Make sure nothing's hanging on the ground. Make sure this wire's not hanging all the way. I have it wrapped around the chain as it showed. So other than that, you should be good to go.